here we are in the second video of lesson 16, and we're just going to work on area model today. And look at this problem we have right here, 62 hundredths times 17. What is different about this one than the other decimal problems we've done so far? A decimal times 2 digits. And we did do 2 digits before, but it was always a multiple of 10, 100, or 1,000, right? So now we just have 2 digits, 17. And we're going to use the area model. Like I said, we're doing the area model on lesson 16, video 2. But why would we not want to use the number line for this? Can you imagine doing 62 hundredths, 62 hundredths, 62 hundredths 17 times? That's quite a lot, right? What about a place value chart? Yeah. Can you imagine me pulling over 6/10 17 times? Yeah. So sometimes we have to do other ways. So today we're going to work on the area model, and then later we'll work on the area model and the partial products. So let's get started with a square. And you need to also be drawing this square. You could be doing it on a blank page in your book. So you want it to be a blank page in your book very close to lesson 16. And you might have space to do it, yeah, on the back of page 149. There's a blank page there at the beginning of lesson 16. Or you could do this on a dry erase board. But you need to be drawing your own place value, not place value chart, your own area model so that you will know how to do it yourself. Okay, so on our area model, we need to have 17. So like I said in the earlier video, whoops, it's still drawing boxes for us. Nope, that didn't need to be a box. We need actual pen. There we go. I guess I should erase that, huh? Okay, let's pick up the pen. 7 and 10, because 17 has 7 ones and 10 in the 10th place, right? 1 in the 10th place, so that's 110. Okay, so we need to split those up. And like I said earlier, you could do 7 on the top, 10 on the bottom, or 10 on the top, 7 on the bottom. If you're checking your work with your friend, you might see that there's a difference if you have these split up. Then we also need to split up our 62 hundredths. We can see that we have 6 in the 10th place, so we could put 6/10 here, and that we have 2 in the hundredths place, right? So we could put 2 hundredths here. You could also write it in unit form, which would be 2 hundredths and 6/10, right? Okay. And it does help to do it in unit form, because then when you're down here, you're looking at whole numbers rather than decimals. So I think that's the way we should go. So I'm just going to erase my 6/10 here so it's not confusing. And we're going to use unit form 6/10 and 2 hundredths. Okay, looking good. So now we're going to multiply 6 times 7. 6 times 7 is 42, and that would be 42 tenths, right? And 6 times 10 is 60, and that would be 60 tenths. Good job. And then 2 times 7, 14 hundredths, and 2 times 10, 20 hundredths. Okay, so that just makes our multiplication a little bit easier. But now we're going to add them together. And when we add them together, we're going to write them in their standard form. I mean, you have to change it to standard form at some point, right? So 42 tenths, 42 tenths, remember we name it after the last digit. So the 2 is in the 10th place. That puts the 4 in the 1's place. Okay, if you're having trouble understanding that, please ask, because I would love to explain it to you in person. And then 60 tenths, right? So that would be the 0 is in the tenths place, and the 6 is in the ones place. 60 tenths. 14 hundredths. 14 hundredths. The last digit is in the hundredths place. And 20 hundredths. The 0 is in the hundredths place. So that's the same as 2 tenths, right? And we can add zeros here just to help us, right? And we see that we have our ones lined up, our decimals lined up, our tenths, and our hundredths. And then we just need to add it together. 4, 5, 4 plus 6 is 10. So that's going to go over to the tens place, and we actually end up with 0 ones. So the answer is 10 and 54 hundredths, right? And that's using the area model. So think about it. We didn't do our estimate at the beginning, but we could do an estimate now to check it. 17 is kind of close to 20, right? If I was rounding to the nearest tens. And 62 hundredths, kind of close to 1. So is this close to 20? Yeah. I mean, if I said the answer was 105, it would be way off from 20, right? Okay, nice job. So that's the end of video 16.2, but we have our joke. So let's pull up our joke. Why did the cookie go to the hospital? We're going to reveal the first part of the answer. Because it felt. Because it felt. Okay. See you on the next